Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV, and I'm just about to go live and I saw the comment saying, "Pay Jack, please." Yeah, soz. If I'd seen that beforehand, he didn't offer. Didn't even offer. Anyway, I'm here for your daily news, which I will be perfectly honest, every one of us has been in this situation, and it's the situation when your butter is about to run out and you've defo got enough for one piece of toast, but you want 2 buttered pieces of toast. And when you get to the second piece, you maybe get the first, you get like a quarter of it buttered, and then you're really scraping around. And that's kind of where Liverpool are in terms of transfer news at the moment. Now, I was here yesterday discussing the Aubameyang links. So if you want to watch that video, do go and watch that. I won't be doing that. I won't be discussing that here, although I will be taking your comments on YouTube a little bit later on the video. So if you want to ask me about it, by all means do later. Transfer links. We have got 1, 2, 3, sort of 4. Yeah. I'm going to start with Gaetan Laborde, which sounds very much like the kind of name that people make up during transfer windows. I've had to read that a few times to see if there's any Seymour Butts, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so Le Parisien are reporting that Liverpool are interested in me scoring. I've got it here, 13 goals and got 5 assists in 42 in all competitions. I think for Bordeaux, he's 23, he's a striker. You know what? If he's incredible, he's incredible. But no one's taken a punt on Lacazette, and he scores all of the goals in that league. I can't. Maybe I'll be proven wrong on this, but I'm not seeing this reported anywhere apart from here. So if there's something to this, I can't find any real backup to it. Similarly, and the one we've gone with the title, the thumbnail on this one is AS, which is a Spanish paper, are reporting Liverpool's interest in Santos left-back Zeca. He's a right-footed left-back who can play in both full-back positions. Another one, 23 as well. He won the Under-20 World Cup of Brazil. He won Olympic gold as well with the Brazilian national team. And he still plays in Brazil. He's quite small as well, so I can't see this. There was one clip I saw of him when he's playing left-back, and he cut inside on his right and sprayed like a 40-yard crossfield pass. And it wasn't amazing, but it was fine. Nothing about this thrills me, if I'm perfectly honest, other than just the idea of having as many Brazilians as we can cram in as possible, because, Brazilians. Although I've mentioned a few times that I'm reading Soccernomics at the moment, and they're very, very keen to stress that, don't buy Brazilians, they're overrated. Now, there's talk of this being £11.4 million. And if he is, great. I would rather... I don't think he's of the calibre that would be a first choice Liverpool left back. I don't know. Again, if you've watched them, if you're a big fan of Brazilian football, let me know in the comments. But I think you could go and buy. I'd rather see us go and buy either someone from the Premier League or someone a bit younger. If we were gonna pay that kind of fee, it seems like a bit of a nothing transfer, if you ask me. But yeah, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Now, our good friend John Northcroft, who writes for the Times, was reporting that apparently he's getting a bit annoyed with Arsenal that their supposed contract renewal offer has not been forthcoming yet, which is peak Arsenal, really, isn't it? Liverpool could potentially capitalise on the situation, because I'd mentioned last week on the Target Rater show, which is on the website, that they'd gone very cold. I hadn't seen anything mentioning Liverpool to Oxlade-Chamberlain, Oxlade-Chamberlain to Liverpool in a few weeks. Now, great to see this back on the agenda again, if I'm perfectly honest. And as was always planned, I don't see him as one of Liverpool's key targets. He's not like I think we've got 2 or 3 guys that we want as our main, got to get these done. He would be considered as a piece of really good, solid, round and about business, and I totally agree with that. I would be, again, if he moved to another Premier League club, I'd be, for reasonable money, I'd be a little bit annoyed, because I think there's definitely a player there. It's just one of those things, again, not setting the world alight, but getting someone like Oxlade-Chamberlain would help to make could be a very key part of a very rounded summer's transfer business anyway, but more on that as and when it develops. And then the only other one really is the Salah stuff. I've seen a lot of people saying that Salah's due for a medical on Tuesday. That's not true. By all accounts, his agent even went as far as to tweet out about fake news, which is always great. That's what you want to see, people capitalising on current media trends. Let me just, I'm going to see if I can find that quote while I'm here, actually. But let us know your thoughts, actually, on the whole Salah thing. Are you like me, and in that you are massively bored of talking about Mo Salah? It's not that I'm bored to the point of like, let's sack it off and let's not chase it down. You know, let's keep doing it. If we can drive a bargain and get a good valuation for him before the window opens, then absolutely let's do it. But realistically, at this point now, hopefully we can just... I'm thinking this is about as much as we're going to do on him, fingers crossed. I don't really want to talk about him again on these shows. So, yeah, we will, undoubtedly, because there'll be another little scrap of information. He was taking photos around and about around the pyramids, just having a little chill in his native Egypt, taking photos. The most interesting thing that's happened since then is Ross in the office put together a tremendous Photoshop based on one of that, and a few people have done that as well, so that's great. I've got the tweet here. So, obviously, what came out was some fella called Muhammad Ali put out a photo of him and Salah pretending they're mates and saying, good luck in Liverpool, you're a legend, you deserve to be in Anfield, clap, clap, clap. And then apparently his agent said, it's amazing what one fan picture along with a stab in the dark caption will lead many to believe. Hashtag fake news. Piss. Yeah, not much more to say about that, and obviously, fingers crossed, there'll be more interesting stuff to discuss in the days, weeks and months that follow. But let's get stuck into some of your comments now, because at least they're likely to be interesting. If they're not interesting, you know who's to blame for that? You're to blame. You're to blame for that. Okay, sound. Let's have a quick look through. Luna Infinity, who cares about Salah? He's just going to run off to AFCON. Yeah, but not this year. Next year. It's like saying, who cares about Mane? Fuck Mane, because he goes to an international competition every couple of years. Yeah, yeah. Okay, sound. Taylor Bernard. If we don't get Van Dijk, who would you get? Honestly, mate, I genuinely have no idea. I've seen a lot of people talking about Jonathan Tah. Is it? Koulibaly as well. One of them two would be sound. I guess, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens with that. I just Roy, 135 million and Ronaldo is ours. You know what? Yeah, I'll be boss. You know what'll be really annoying, and it'll probably happen because that's just what kind of club they are, is Man United to get rid of Zlatan Ibrahimovic and sign Ronaldo as his replacement. I'd probably cry. Not like full weeping, but I'd shed a tear. I wouldn't shed a tear, to be honest. I'd just get on with your life. Odan Roach. Aubameyang plus Mane plus Salah equals pace for days. Yeah, absolutely. I really would love to see that. Where is Pajak, says Ross Bart. He's upstairs. He's not in earshot. There's no point in me shouting him. I could shout, but it just hurt your ears. Total Ace, of course, with the obligatory hashtag Pajak needed shout. Hot topic, I take Andy Robertson. Consistent as Premier League experience, also quite cheap. Yeah, this is the thing for me. Unless Liverpool are going to go out and sign an amazing left back like a Mendy or whatever, I'm not too bothered in the short term for us to just get someone who can do the job to be in competition with Milner, and then next summer, that's when you go, when you've got the spine of your team sorted, which I think is the most important thing to sort this window, then you can start adding positions like that on top. Daniel Christian Ronaldo stated his lifetime dream was to play for Liverpool. Unfortunately, Cristiano Ronaldo is actually a bricklayer from Slough, but he always wants to play for Liverpool, which is good to know. Slow vomit again. Where the fuck is Pajak? I've told you. He's upstairs. He's got work to do. He's not been here for 2 weeks. Yeah, he arrived back to 300 unread emails. He's been sifting through them, unfortunately. If you want Chris to do this news show tomorrow, if this video gets 2,000 likes, Chris will do the news show tomorrow. How's that? I think that's only fair, really, isn't it? Kale Rea, we were only interested in Gelson if Saladil fell through, but that looks like it's going ahead. I wouldn't be shocked to see us move for two wingers. I wouldn't be shocked to see Gelson Martins join as well. That does seem to be a lot to that. I've not seen anyone rubbish in it. I've also not seen it obviously taking any great steps forward, but there you go. Let's have another look for another couple of comments before we wrap up. Paul Sibley only seen Zeca on Footy Man, which is more than I've seen, mate. So it's sad. James Richard Bennett, announce Pajak, please. Told you, we'll announce Chris Pajak if this video gets 2,000 likes. Let's see. Come on, someone must have something interesting. In fact, I'll go right to the most recent comments. Wow, that's a lot since then. We should sign Kasper Sobchak. We always sign pathetic goalkeepers. I don't know who that is. Does anyone know about that? Let me know. 2k likes, we're on 4. There you go, a long way to go. There's like 500 people, 617 people watching right now. That's 617 likes we could get this very instant if everyone just stops what they're doing for a second. Stop with your madness in the comments and just click the like button right now. And we'll be, well, that's well over a quarter of the way to our Pajak target, just saying. Anyway, yeah, Gaetan said he will discuss his future when he returns from international, says Damo Boss. That'll be lovely. Let's hope he says, I want to play for Liverpool. Anyway, we've got a couple of things I want to tell you about before you go, so stay there. Don't go, no! I've done a video here, and it's called Liverpool Sign Some Players Now. It's about my anguish and frustration at Liverpool's lack of movement in the transfer window so far. Click watch that. Subscribe to my channel, Mates TV. Subscribe to the Redmen TV and, of course, the redmentv.com. We've got Red's Transfer Roundup. We're going to play in a game where we look at the odds of players signing for Liverpool. Chris has got a show that he's got lined up later in the week because he's back, baby. Target rater. There's some brilliant stuff coming up. And if you want to support the show, make all of this possible, go to redmentv.com/join. And we'll see you back here. If we don't get 2k likes, I'll see you back here tomorrow for the news.